You must, you
So, welcome on board. We're just preparing. Everybody's just lining themselves up, getting themselves ready for this lobby session. So, they will be on track. We're going to start off immediately with the official qualifying. So a little bit different this week. The guys have been practicing already, so we are going to be going straight into qualifying. So it's 18 minutes of qualification, and then we will start with the Spanish Grand Prix. So everybody just lining up and getting ready to put themselves into this track. Let me just give you So yes, as I mentioned, we have a number of new drivers here this evening. The first one you can see right now is driving for McLaren, and he did put up an impressive 1 minute 20, but De Wit has come back and take 2 seconds off that time this evening, and he's put in a 1 minute 18. So yep, a very nice drive from De Wit from Turbo and Bullets this evening. And it's great to see that Dylan is in the party. It seems though he has gone out already, but we're hoping to have him back. And then we have a new forerunner from SAAOLR this evening. That is Mad Max 46 Senior, and he has been disqualified, unfortunately, but that means he'll start from the back of the grid. And then we have our usual team members here this evening. That's Muna, who's just cracked an 1 minute 18.624, which has put him in pole at the moment. So currently 12 minutes to go, and we started a little bit different this time round. What we've decided to do is practice is done on the team's own time, and then what will happen is we'll do a 18-minute qualification round and then straight into the esports series racing here at the South African Academy Online Racing. So yeah, we're all good, and we're going to be enjoying a lot of what is going to be happening this evening. So as we say, we do have a couple of guys that have come in and given us a whole lot. It's nice to see all of the guys on and ready to go, so we'll be watching that this evening. And yeah, it's all good and above board. Looking at some of the comments this evening, just want to make sure. Points for Saba this evening, we'll see if that is going to take place. And we're holding our thumbs for Saba because they do need some points at the moment. So the two team members taking place there is Blixen P from GT Sports South Africa, as well as Dylan from SAAOLR. We're going to be watching them quite closely this evening to see if they can be doing something. Turbo and Bullets obviously going strong. Yes, the Muna, he's obviously put up a lovely pace there for qualifications, putting him in pole position at the moment right now. So that is going to be one to look out for. Is he going to put Williams in good stead this evening? We know that Nesmax is also taking part. That's his teammate. And we'll be looking to see what he's going to be putting together in the next couple of minutes. So, yeah, we're going to be watching what's taking place. 10 minutes to go on this qualification lap. And we'll see how they're going to be doing. We're looking at 1 minute 18s. If you guys have got a prediction, put it up there. And we'll see how that's going to take place. It looks like Staff crashed out. So, unfortunate for him. As well as it looks like Dylan also crashed out. So two guys crashing out there. And Springrock Gamers just put on a nice time there of 1 minute 19. So that puts him on at third position for the pole this evening. So very nice drive from Haas there this evening. I'm still interested to see what Pete Ballas is going to be putting up this evening, and we'll be watching very carefully there to see if he can actually make it up. But very nice drive from the two McLarens there, putting up a fourth and a fifth at the moment, and we'll be interested to see and follow what's going on there. We're busy with Devon at the moment to have a look and see what he's going to be pushing out this evening. Hopefully he's on an outer lap. Let's see if he can tweak that car a little bit in the Renault and push it up. I think that will be great to see. A little bit wide off track there, so that's going to obviously affect his overall time at the moment, but we'll be waiting to see this evening how he's handling this Renault. So continue watching as we put on and have a look at how the guys are doing this evening. Wow, there we go. McLaren comes up on top at the moment. A nice one from Tux. He's just put on a 1 minute and 18.463 seconds. So, yep, that is putting over a major difference on the rest of the pack. But it seems as though the top drivers at the moment in the 1 minute 18s, that's first, second, and third. So here we are on board with Tix at the moment, just to have a look at number 12 is the car for Tix at the moment. So a nice drive from him so far. So it looks like Tux, the Munna, as well as TNB DeWitt. Nicely done. All of these drivers in the 1 minute 18 sector. So that's great driving from them. Then followed Springbok. Nice to see Nesmax in there at a 1 minute 19. Racing for Williams. Vino in the other McLaren putting on a 1 minute 21. Staff a 1 minute 21. And then Thomas a 1:22. Then Devon putting in a 1 minute 23. Blixen P. Nice drive from him, 1 minute 23 seconds. Then we have Dylan, as well as Mad Max 46 Senior. As I said, we do have a number of drivers who were not able to make it this evening, but still we have a 13 drivers in this evening's event. So that's still great for us here at the South African Academy Online Racing, and we're very pleased to bring you this event. Looks like 5 minutes left, so a little bit of tweaking still going on, and they're going to be looking at how, bit of a collision there between the cars, so that's not great. Looks like it was a Haas involved there, Springbok Gamer, as well as it looks like Devon. Unfortunately, a little bit of an error from that side. I didn't quite see what happened, but all of a sudden I just saw the cars colliding and going across the track. So that will make some sort of issue there. So we want to have a look and see what's going there. And if you are joining us from SAAOLR, just give us a thumbs up in the comments column. And if you are joining us from TNB, give us also an indication, as well as GT Sport South Africa. So Gran Turismo Sport South Africa, if you are joining us, please support your team, guys, and also leave some comments in the columns column, and we'll go from there. If I could just ask the guys that actually are putting themselves on this race this evening who are racing in the Grand Prix, if you could just turn off your mics, because we are getting a bit of feedback through the YouTube channel. So if you could just switch that off, it will correct the double voice that you're hearing coming through. Thank you. Springbok Gamma coming into the pits. Obviously a bit of a problem there. He looks as though, thank you for the thumbs up there, Johan Duplessis, always great to have you with us. And it looks as though the Haas just lost it coming into the pits there. Here we're on with Pete Ballas. Hopefully he can do something and go from there. And yes, also nice to see that we have Toki online with us from ZA Racing. Thank you for that. We would like to also just promote that particular team. We're waiting for their team to actually come on board and join with us. And hopefully Toki can put up a ZA racing team in the GP in the coming season, which will be season 4. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you, Toki, and your representation going forward. So great stuff with all of the South African online clubs coming and supporting the South African Academy Online Racing F1 season. That's always great to see that, and we appreciate all the support and the thumbs up that we're getting from you guys this evening. So basically 1 minute to go of this qualifying. As we said, we're trying something slightly a little bit different. We're allowing the guys to practice, and we'll obviously have your feedbacks and your comments on that. Some of you would probably like to watch them practicing. It does obviously just focus on the qualification, and then obviously go in from there. So tell us what you like. If you like to see the practice, then qualies, then the race, or if you prefer this as the preferred format where the guys practice prior to the race, then come in, do the qualification, and then obviously go from there. But we're always interested to see your comments and what you'd like to actually watch, and that will give us a good indication of how to go forward in the future. Here we are on with Thomas at the moment, the rookie for season 3 here at the South African Academy Online Racing. Racing for Red Bull. I see that his teammate is not in this evening, so he has a big job to do on his shoulders to keep Red Bull in the points. Unfortunately, his partner not able to race with us this evening. That's Wesa. So Wesa, if you are watching, we're actually missing out on you this evening, and obviously I think all eyes are going to be focused on Thomas this evening. He has to deliver for the Red Bull team this evening. So great to have you on board, and we're always glad to have you guys with us. Here's the Muna, obviously 18. He is going to start on second position. This is currently the champion leader in season 3 here at the South African Academy Online Racing, so we will be watching him quite carefully 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go before we deliver this Grand Prix to you. As I said, we have 13 drivers, and we'll be watching and keeping an eye on all of the guys this evening. As I said, if you are watching from SAAOLR, thank you for the thumbs up. If you are watching from ZA Racing, all thumbs up there. From GT Sport, a big shout out to you guys as well as TMB, which is Turbo and Bullet. So if you are watching this Grand Prix on the stream, thank you very much, and please feel free to leave your comments. We'll try and get back to you with many replies as possible. If we are not going to be able to immediately respond to them, but if you are a newcomer to the channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing. And please hit the like button if you enjoy our channel. And as I said, we will be taking you. So just a couple of things that we need to have a look at as it comes up on screen right now. So Tix is going to take pole position this evening. The Munna having a look at what he's doing. It looks like TMP, then Springbok Gamer, then Pete Ballas, Nesmax 7, Vino for real, Staff, Blixen P, Thomas, the rookie, Devon, and then it is the two guys from SAAOLR Racing in 11th and 12th. So I'm sure they've got something to prove this evening. Obviously not driving for the same teams. One is driving for Toro Rosso and the other one is for the Sauber team. So we'll be keeping a close eye on them this evening. So as we're just prepping for this race to take up and just waiting for all the guys to come in, remember, it is definitely on this evening when it comes to spirit as well as who is going to be the champion here in Spain, in Catalonia this evening. We're going to have a look. It is in Barcelona in Spain, and I'm sure the conditions are going to suit. There's 16 corners on this particular track. It is a 4.6 kilometer track, and I'm sure a lot of the guys are going to be seeking those opportunities to overtake this evening. So we are just waiting for them to come through, and obviously we will be having a look at where we are. So it is a formation lap, so it's not just a start right off there. This will just give them the opportunity to get those cars nice and set up, and obviously looking to see what they're going to be doing. They'll be keeping those tires nice and warm. As you can see, the compounds they're using is the Ultra Softs this evening as well. There's a number of them that have got the softs on as well, and I think what I need to do is just pop onto the screen for you so you can see the details on the tires at the moment. So super softs, softs, and mediums. Blixen P has gone for mediums. That very interesting standpoint there. Maybe he's going to try and stay out as long as possible, and it's really great to see. Gav Pig, fantastic to see you, mate. Glad you could join us. I was a little bit worried. That's 14 drivers here this evening. So that's great to see that. So we've increased the numbers. It was originally 12, now up to 14. So nicely done, guys. Very good to see you taking part with us this evening. We're on board looking at Staff ZA. He's in 8th position this evening. I'm sure he's going to be wanting to change that. Vino for real. Nicely done there. And then Pete Ballas, he's in 5th place. Springbok Gamer in 4th. So nice to see those two horses in the right position. They did get 4th and 5th place. It looks as though we have Turbo and Bullet Star, that is David. Nicely done from his side. The Munna also there. So the guys from Williams, there they are lining up the grid, and we are going to be just keeping a good eye on who is going to be at the top spot this evening. So we will be going away from this view, hopefully, quite soon into the view of... and yes, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to be away in a couple of seconds. They are off. And here we go, starting the Spaniard Grand Prix, and you can see here we have Williams coming through as well as the McLaren. Toro Rosso coming up. It looks as though that the Haas has gone a little bit wide, a little bit of a shortcut there. I'm sure there will be penalties, but nicely done. Nobody in real trouble at the moment, going back down the field just to make sure. Yes, it looks as though we have the Williams in front as well as the McLaren just behind. Toro Rosso in third place. And if we just put it back, it looks like Nesmax has come back up there. The SAAOLR doing quite nicely in that position. So really trying to gain. Haas dropped back severely there, but obviously going a little bit wide, but all good and well watching this racing here this evening. If you are joining us, welcome to our esports series here on the South African Academy Online Racing. It's great to have you on board with us, and we will be watching exactly that. SAAOLR coming through, so that's a nice work from the SAAOLR team here this evening. It looks as though we do have a little bit. Yes, the SAAOLR has just gone past Haas at this point in time, so nice driving there. I will put the guys up on the screen. You can see who is in which position. There you go. It is the Munna, then Tix, then De Wit, then Nesmax, as well as Blixen in fifth place. It looks as though Gav Pig has dropped down there to 11th spot, and that obviously means that Dylan will come up into 11th spot now, taking Gav Pig over. So he's going to pit. He has to pit. I think there's some serious damage there. Nice to see that Springbok Gamer has gone up a place over, it looks like Blixen, so that's very nice from him. We are watching them as we speak to see who is coming and going between these front runners this evening. So it looks as though De Wit has taken second spot from Tix, so nice driving there from De Wit. He's got Munna in his sights, and I'm sure that's going to be an interesting drive. And in fourth spot currently, it is Nesmax going through, and we will see if he is going to put a challenge on to that McLaren this evening. So this evening's race is 33 laps. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. 33 laps this evening. So lots of opportunity going to be looked at to get past. As I mentioned, you can see by the driving that's happening this evening, very close driving. And by the top four, here comes the fifth, who is Springbok Gamer, who's tucking himself in. There is a slight difference of about 4 seconds. Gav Pig, unfortunately, way back. Nice to see. Something's obviously happened to Staff there, and we'll have a look and see where he is currently. You can currently see the laps they are doing on the tires at the moment. So you can see they've done 2 laps on the current set of tires they're on. I'm just pushing backwards and forwards just to have a look at our new driver, that's Tix at the moment, where he's coming through. Remember, this is Spain, so he will be looking for any opportunity to get past De Wit. Yeah. Oh no, he's just lost it. Too much power on that. It looks like Springbok Gamer has gone past. It looks like Vino may have an opportunity to pass his, as well as Blixen. This has put a bit of a damper on Tix at the moment. Nice to see in 7th spot at the moment. It is Mad Max, and from Soccer Racing, he's come up nicely into 7th spot. We'll be looking to see where his other team member is at the moment. Yes, obviously it is. He's just still in second place. That is for the Toro Rosso team, so that's nicely done. Let's just go quickly on board with, let me not take too much and let me not give him any commentary, wielding him into that wall. I was a little bit worried that I had just put the commentator curse on him. That's why I started. Oh no, I must just get off this gentleman. This is not what I want to see, and I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him. Let him continue. It looks like Thomas in 7th place there, so nicely done from his side. It looks like, here we go, here's Nesmax. Nesmax in 3rd place. He's taken Springbok Gamer, so let's see what's going to take place here. Very close racing. It looks as though he's going to take him. Is he going to take him on the outer side? It looks as though Nesmax has moved into 2nd position. He has taken David, so that was a great move from Nesmax 7 there. Yep, very nicely done this evening. Great driving from the Williams at the moment. It looks as though, yes, we do have a change in position. Vino for real doing nicely in that McLaren. Unfortunately, his teammate did lose a little bit, lost it a little bit there. But it seems as though he has a stop-and-go penalty in the pit lane. So I'm sure he'll be sorting that out as we speak, where he needs to go in there. Nice constant drive from Thomas at the moment. Nice to see here we have Blixen P. It looks as though he's going to be taken by 2. Is it going to happen? Yes, it is. The teammates nearly colliding there, but nice to see some great work from Dylan there, who took that opportunity, tucked in behind Devon in the Renault and came through. So nice driving there. Oh, wow. And let's see what happens at the top of the field at the moment. It looks as though it's going to be quite close. No, Devon still holding on. Saber obviously hot on the tail of Renault this evening, so nice job from these guys. And let's have a look. Where are we? McLaren coming through. It is Vino for real in 5th place, then Springbok Gamer, and as you can see, nice and close driving in the front of the packs here between David as well as Nesmax as well as the Munna now 4 seconds ahead on his teammate at the moment, almost 5 seconds ahead on his teammate, which is Nesmax this evening. So great driving from them in the Williams team this evening. So hoping to see a change and a difference at the moment. Here is currently at the moment Tix 1195. Is he going to come back? At the moment, I think he has the pace to make a big difference in this Grand Prix this evening. Is he going to claw his way back? Here is another great driver, Pete Bullis, as well as Staff, number 41 at the moment, hovering around position number 12, but I'm sure he's going to be looking to take that back and come up the field. Thomas at the moment in 11th position for the Red Bulls. He wants to be getting in the points this evening. And here we go. Here is Blixen P. He's going to be not satisfied currently with that position. I think he's going to go back as well. So Gav has moved up in the in the Mercedes team. He's going to be wanting to come back this evening and show that he's back in town. So nicely seen. He's moved up 1 position on Devon at the moment. Devon has pitted, so this is why you're seeing a clear takeover. Here is Mad Max 46 Senior. He's going to be looking to go forward and see if he can get in the points this evening. And then Dylan, nicely done there, my man. Up to 6th place, representing obviously Saba team. Car number 13, I think it is. So nicely done from his side. And I'm sure his teammate will be looking to drag it back to get those Sabas as closely into the top 5 as they can, because that is big points for them. So on board with Dylan, number 13. We'll see how he's doing. He's obviously got that green helmet, so easily to recognize here this evening. Just in, Springbok Gamer went into the pits. He's put on softs this evening now. Let's see how he handles that. He's just got to watch himself as he comes through the pit lane onto no violations across the line there. So nicely done by Springbok Gamer. This has put Vino for real into 4th position. So let's see. He's done 7 laps on those softs. Most of the top drivers have done round about 7 laps. So this strategy, we will see now how far they're going to go with these particular tires. So we'll be looking to see, are they going to be coming in at the moment, or are they going to be staying out there and hanging out there as long as they can? So thank you for joining us at the moment. Let me just put that in. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're enjoying our coverage of this particular race here in Spain. Always good to have you on board. And if you're not a subscriber to this channel, if you've just come across this channel, please hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel, because we bring you the best esports entertainment on F1 in South Africa. So you can enjoy this time with us and obviously follow the championship. It looks as though Vino has gone up. De Wit has pitted. He's done 8 laps. He's putting the mediums on. So very good strategy from Toro Rosso at the moment. Looking forward and obviously looking for longevity on those tires. He's going to want to be taking that compound through to the end of this race. It is 9 laps of 33 laps. So still a heck of a lot of racing to go on here this evening, and we're going to be bringing you that all on this channel. So thank you for watching the South African Academy Online Racing channel, and we're going to be bringing you all the action here this evening. So let's have a look. Nesmax is now done 8 laps on these soft tires, as well as the Mona. Are they going to go into the pits at the moment? We need to just watch this, because is it going to be? Yes, they've gone in, and they've got Staff coming in behind him. So he's now got a bit of an issue, because he wants to get in there and out of there as quickly as possible. But he's got to watch the pit limiters. It looks as though the Muna has pitted. This has given Nesmax the lead at the moment. Are they going to be in and out? No. Yes, it is. It's just going to be a quick tire change. He's put on the mediums, so he's definitely going. And the reason why we're following this is because we want to see where they are at the end of the day. It looks like Muna, it will come out still ahead of Springbok Gamer. It does look as though De Wit has come up a place, so he's gone into 4th. He's just taken over Vino for real. And let's see where that puts him in the position there. That was 22 seconds behind. So now it's definitely up to see where Nesmax is. Is he going to pit now? He's done approximately 9 laps on those tires at the moment. It is approximately 20 seconds to get in there. If there's no other damage, it will just go in, change the tires, and he'll be A for away at the moment. It looks as though he's got those softs on, so there is a bit of debris out there. I did see that on the track. He stays out. Amazingly, Nesmax stays out, so I'm sure he's going to be looking at the percentage and grip of those tires. He's done 10 laps on those tires currently as we're speaking. So is he trying to increase the lap, the distance in the lap between himself and Muna? They are teammates. And then nice to see Springbok Gamer in 3rd place at the moment. And it looks as though, yes, it is. T&B is on his tail at the moment. So let's have a look. Let's go on board with T&B and see what he's going to be doing. That's De Wit T&B. Let's see what he's going to be doing here in this race. It looks as though not a problem for him. De Wit has just taken third spot. I don't know if there's something array there. It looks as though somebody else was off. So Gav Pig looks to be out of this race on lap number 8. And that is definitely a shame because his teammate needed him to be on his best this evening. Unfortunately, they did not. And that is the Sackman as well as Gav Pig. They are on the same team. So unfortunately, it looks like Gav Pig is out on lap number 11. So he was on lap number 11 out there. Apologies for that mistake. But it looks as though Gav Pig now is out of this one here in Spain. So nice driving here by De Wit. Looking to catch now. Looking to catch Nesmax. Nesmax still needing to go in. So we will be looking at where he is on the track because he's done 11 laps on these tires, which are the softs. So it looks as though we'll have a look and see. He is catching the back markers up, but nicely to see. De Wit has just done a 1 minute 22 in the Toro Rosso, the Red Bull Toro Rosso team. So that was nice from him. Blue flags flying like crazy. It looks as though he just needs to watch himself at the moment. Nicely shunted through there, which obviously puts now Dylan up to 8th spot on this particular lap. Coming through now is putting traffic between himself and it looks like, yes, he is cleared there. So it looks as though, yes, he's putting traffic between himself and De Wit at the moment. This will obviously slow De Wit down, but also give him now the opportunity to take the pit. But he does not. He stays up. Again, unbelievable. I'm really quite interested to see when is Nesmax going to go in for a pit to change those tires. He's already done 12 laps, so that is quite brave, especially under these conditions because this track is very much about eating tires. Oh, it looks as though Thomas is out. He's had a spin out there. I don't know if you caught that in the back of that view. That was very interesting. He's dropping places at the moment. And obviously that is going to affect his drive. It looks as though, yes, nicely moved out of the way there. It looks like it was definitely Pete Bullis, but he's in 6th spot. So, yeah, this is quite a drive from the Williams car number 45, which is Nesmax. Nice driving from him at the moment. It looks like Munna has pushed himself back into 3rd spot now. So it will be interested to see exactly what's taking place there. So nice drive from these guys. It's got to be said. So it's still a little way to go for Nesmax at the moment. Is he going to go in for tires now? No, he's still staying out. This is going to be really interesting to watch. 13 laps on these softs at the moment. De Wit seems to be catching up now, so I can see there that the wear on those tires are affecting the overall speed that Nesmax is doing. The Munna is 4 seconds behind De Wit, so he'll be watching that quite carefully, as well as actually he's not. I'm telling you fibs. Looking at that, let me just have a look where he is, because this is incredible. Yes, he's coming through the traffic. There's a whole bunch going down there, guys. Oh, Munna. Oh, that was not very nice to see. I think there was some contact there. Oh, it looks as though the Springbok Gamer is now in 4th spot. This track is going to have traffic on it. It is that way. And I tell you what, here we go. Looking at what's actually happening at the moment, it seems as though we are on board with Pete Bullis. he's got to watch himself because he does have a SAAOLR behind him. That SAAOLR is coming past, yes, because Pete Ballas has gone into the pits. He's got to watch himself. He's got to brake before he gets to that line. Nicely done. He's going to have that change over. So very nicely done. It looks as though, and let's have a quick look. Yes, it is going to be, I'm just pushing us up there, Pete Ballas there. It looks as though, here's Dylan. Dylan has a clear way at the moment. He's in 5th spot. I think he's going to be super stoked this evening if he takes that 5th spot or even goes up a benchmark there. Nice to see Mad Max doing nicely here. He's in 7th, so great racing from him at the moment. Springbok Gamer, wow, 4th position at the moment. He's done excellent driving this entire championship at the moment. This season 3, he's gone out there and he's made a difference this evening, or should I say this season in the Haas. So very nice driving from him at the moment. Here we are with De Wit. De Wit has dominated either 1st, 2nd or 3rd this season. He did crash out last week. However, he's back on track this evening. So it's very sorry, not last race in China he actually crashed out. So nicely to see him taking control here on the Spanish Grand Prix. I think he's got that difficulty of the 2 Williams in front, so there will be some sort of prevention of making or getting him to pass, so we'll be watching that quite carefully. But nice to see De Wit driving as he is at the moment. It looks as though, yes, while we were talking about that, it looks as though it is now Nesmax who has gone in for those mediums. So he's put on the mediums. So the 3 front runners at the moment put on the mediums. I think nicely done, which has shortened the gap between Munna and Nesmax by a considerable distance. And that has brought that big time down. So nicely done from them at the moment. Here you can see clearly that he is got Munna in his sights, and he will be looking to see if he can come through and take that position. So what I'm going to do, if you don't mind, is I'm just going to see what is the stop strategy. You can see there that Tix has done 2 stops, as well as Staff, as well as Pete Ballas at the moment, as well as Timothy. He's done that as well. I mean Thomas, sorry, not Timothy, apologies. It's Thomas there, as well as Devon. So those guys have done those stops at the moment. Let's have a look at changing positions. Wow, from 5th to 1st, from 7th up 7 positions at the moment is currently Dylan, who's in 5th spot. So nice job from him this evening, as well as Mad Max. Both these guys are from Soccer Racing, so very nicely done from these guys at the moment. So we are going to be looking at them. Turbo and Bullets obviously are strong contenders at the moment, and they are doing exceptionally well as a team at this point in time. Toro Rosso really handling things. Nice to see. It looks as though that Mad Max and TNP will be in the points this evening if they continue. So nicely to see that change happening there. Let's just have a look at what else we can see this evening. Let's just put that in play, and there we are. Let's give you a nice wide view of what's going on. I will put up the information as when needed. I just want to go through and see where we are at the moment nicely and get those views in. You can see currently that we are on board with Toro Rosso at the moment, just to have a look where they are, and it is with De Wit at the moment, car number 83. That is De Wit's number, so he'll be looking. You can see all of the guys there bunching up nicely. So this is going to be traffic once again. You can see that blue flag flashing like crazy, obviously telling the driver in front of De Wit, you've got to watch out. You can see they're very closely bunched up, so nice drive in all. I think what I am going to do is just give you this current view of De Wit at the moment. It seems as though somebody off the track and coming back past the Saab at the moment. There a little bit of an incident, but hopefully it's not too bad, and they are going to be coming back on the track at the moment. So let's have a look and see what takes place there. A little bit off there, so we are on board with, just waiting for the car to come down. Yep, it is the Munna. So there is the Munna. He's in car number 30. So he'll be looking and making. So just in front of De Wit at the moment, looking for an opportunity. Still with Nesmax, I think, is still way out in front, and we will go to him in a couple of seconds. Yeah, there is Nesmax coming through that line at the moment. So nicely done from his side. Car number 45. Nicely done from him, leading this Spaniard Grand Prix. So is it his day today to take the Spaniard Grand Prix? He has performed exceptionally well in this season 3, so nice to see him now leading the race at the moment here in Spain. You can see him coming up on some back markers, so we will have a look, just a quick look who is doing one. Nicely done there by the McLaren, making sure he got well out of the way of Nesmax. So very nicely done from his point of view. You can see that Nesmax is really flying on this track this evening. This, I think, might be one of his favorite tracks. So very nice drive coming out of the Williams this evening. Here we are on board with Toro Rosso at the moment. So I'm sure we'll have a view just in a couple of seconds of where he is and what he is doing. It looks as though he's coming past the McLaren as well. So he's got past there safely. So nice job from him. It is obviously De Wit taking control from TNB. Nicely done, guys. Really nicely done. Let's have a look. Oh, there's some comments that I can have a look at. And obviously giving you, yes, nice to see Bruno. Thank you for joining us. Always good to see you, mate, online with us and watching what we have to offer. So great stuff. Thank you very much. Also another soccer representative, and great to see you supporting your community here, the South African online community racing. Very nice of you guys to be on board with us here at the South African Academy Online Racing. So we appreciate the support from you guys. What I will do is I will continue commentating. My voice is going a little bit groggy, so I'll be looking just to get something to quench it up, and then I'll be continuing the commentary. But just to give you an overview of who is where and what at the moment. You can see how close. Nice angle from there, just to have a look. That is a bit of a whippy S, and obviously if you are a little bit in on that corner, it does rip the steering wheel from you and push you out. So the Honda is doing quite nicely this evening. Also you can see Williams taking it, and we'll have a look and see who is where at the moment. So there we go. Nesmax is in first position. TNB De Wit has just come in and taken second place there. Then it is the Munna, Springbok Gamer. Nice to see Dylan there. He's done a great job there in fifth place. It looks like Pete Bullis, and then, as I mentioned, Tix, the new guy, he has come up from basically 14th position up the log into round about 7th position. So very nice from him this evening. Gav, if you are watching the stream, let us know what happened there. We're very sad to see you out in the Mercedes-Benz this evening. So if you are watching the stream, let us know what happened. I'm sure the other guys in the stream would also want to know what happened to you. Nice to see Vino still in this race, as well as Blixen even though he is quite far behind. We want to see him finishing this evening. That would be great for his team. He needs to get into the top 10, so hopefully they can do that to get some more points for them this evening. So great driving from all, and thank you for all your support here on the South African Academy Online Racing, guys. Very nice to have you on board with us. A lovely shot of that Toro Rosso of David going down there. So nice drive from him. Let's have a look. At the moment, you can see we have that Saber coming into the pits. He's going to go. Let's see, is there any issues? Just the tires. That's great stuff. Just the tires. He's out, and away he goes. So very nice to see him. It looks as though Pete Ballas has taken, he's lost 2 positions. So hopefully he comes back. It looks as though also that Vino for real went in as well in the McLaren. So he's just got that sorted out. Nice to see Tix in 5th position there. And yeah, we'll see how it goes this evening. Very nice work from everybody involved here in this racing this evening. So we are on board with De Wit at the moment. You can see nice road ahead. He's looking to take on obviously Nesmax at the moment. There is a 7-second gap, but I'm sure that will be closed during this lap number 25 at the moment. So great racing coming your way here on the South African Academy Online Racing, and we are very interested to see where is Nesmax. He's just gone through start finish now, and let's just push that back. You can see the distance. You can see that 7-second gap right there. You can just see Nesmax in front of him, so he'll be looking to catch up on that time. Is it going to be at the moment? It looks like Munna in third spot there. Nice to see Springbok Gamer once again slightly behind, but he is in fourth place. It looks like Dylan is in sixth at the moment, and while I was just getting something for my throat, it seems as though Tix has moved up to fifth spot as well. So we will be watching quite carefully what is going to happen. It looks as though we've lost another driver this evening. It looks like Pete Buller's out of this race as well, but it still means that SAAOLR is in the points at the moment, so that's great stuff for them. Are they going to go? It looks as though a little bit wide there by Mad Max. So yep, it is the two Toro Rossas coming through. He's definitely in the points this evening, so that's also great for him. I'm sure Toro Rosso team will be happy with his performance this evening, so we will be watching quite carefully there. It looks as though Vino for real is also not in the race at the moment. Saw a big X on his car at the moment, so he's obviously been disconnected, so we'll see if he's able to bring that back for this. The McLaren's both in as well, so McLaren team also pretty stoked about that as well. So nice to see. Here comes the Munna through this S section and then through start and finish, so we'll see that gap. 33 seconds behind at the moment, 1 second, 1.5 seconds behind him. Munna's just put on the quickest time there, 1 minute 21.366, so nice time coming through from him at this point of the race. So in lap number 27 now, you can see the guys there. Springbok Gamer, he's obviously looking to maintain that fourth position and keep going up strong. Here we are on board with De Wit at the moment. Nesmax, nice drive from him this evening. He is in the number one position at the moment, so we'll be watching him come through to be in lap number 28. So not too many laps to go here, but we'll be watching and seeing what's happening with Nesmax at the moment. Does he take the Spanish Grand Prix? We have currently Williams, Toro Rosso, Williams, Haas, McLaren, SAAOLR. Staff, nice work from him. He's his teammate unable to make it this evening from Force India. And then we have Mad Max 46 Senior in 8th position this evening, so he's definitely in the points. It looks like Thomas in 9th as well as Devon in 10th, so he's in the points at the moment. Let's see if Blixenp can make some sort of last effort to get around this track and take up and see if he can get into the points this evening. So great drive by all, nicely done. We can see everybody working extremely hard to keep themselves in the points here. As we said, currently leading this championships is definitely the Williams with the Munna, so he's going to be, as it currently stands, if the race ends, he's going to be taking the podium on position number 3. So, bit of heavy braking there done by Dylan. So I'm sure you can see right behind him at the moment is Tix. So he'll be looking to see if he can take on, and maybe we should go on board with him at the moment and see how close he is behind Dylan the SAAOLR at this point in time. So nice drive from him going here on the South African Academy Online Racing Esports Series Season 3. And oh, he's gone off. It looks as though the front end slightly damaged, so he's going to be looking to take that into the pits. He's got to watch where he is. Staff is 19 seconds behind him at the moment, so he did have enough room to come back onto the track. He's going to be pitting, I'm sure, which is obviously going to increase that distance between himself and Dylan at the moment. So here's Springbok Gamer. Seems to be a little bit on his own at the moment. I know that Springbok Gamer said to me sometimes it's a little bit difficult, especially when you don't have race control now. Another 5-second penalty on Tix this evening. So he's got to watch himself coming down into that pit lane. He cannot speed because he's getting penalties thrown at him left, right and center. So we'll be watching that. Guys, if you are watching the stream, make sure that you are putting in your comments. Always lovely to have you. Oh, the Sackman is watching from the wedding. So great stuff. Hope you're enjoying that wedding. We're missing you here this evening, the Sackman. Obviously, you've got those responsibilities, and hopefully it was a good wedding for you guys. And I know it's not your wedding, but hopefully all and said done well there this evening. So thank you for joining us. That's the commitment we have when it comes to the South African Academy Online Racing. Even at the wedding, the drivers are watching this event. So if you are watching, thank you very much for watching once again, and we do appreciate all of you guys and the support. And I see a lot of regulars coming back time and time again to watch this. So fantastic stuff. Thank you for that. And as I said, we're on board with the Springbok game at the moment, 6 seconds behind the Muna at the moment. So let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Is he going to be catching up, or is the Muna going to be staying and maintaining that distance in front of him? Nice work from Dylan this evening. He's obviously done very well this evening in the SAAOLR. A bit of over braking there, but I'm sure he's going to be he's set for the challenge, and he's going to be coming back probably in season number 4 to definitely show his skill in F1. So it looks as though Staff has come up to 6th spot at the moment, and he is coming up on some traffic, so we'll be watching him very carefully. Great watching the guys, and obviously also how these guys deal with one another when it comes to traffic. It looks as though it is Devon. Devon slightly off there. Nicely done by Staff. Comes through. He's going to be looking at Thomas at the moment. Blue flags coming up left and right. He's just gone through there, so that's nice. No incidents. And nice to watch. Here they come through once again. Looks as though, so great stuff from Staff. It looks as though now Mad Max has come up a spot. So that's good for him at the moment, especially for the points. Is he going to go and make it into at least the 4th spot or 5th spot, which will obviously increase the Toro Rosso points? And I think that's the mission for him this evening, is to try and finish in the top 5. First Grand Prix with us here on the South African Academy Online Racing, and somewhat to be proud of. Really nice racing from him at the moment, as well as Tix at the moment. Tix, oh, he's coming in. Is he out? He's retired from the session. Unfortunately, pranged it, did not finish. Unfortunately, that was the end of his race at the moment. Here we are on board with Mad Max. Nicely done from his side. Here's Staff. Dylan doing exceptionally well. Ooh, it was a bit of a lock up there. Hopefully he can bring that around and come through. And then here we are on board with Springbok Gamer. All they have to do now is finish the race. It is lap 32. So it's basically 32, one more lap to go, and then it is done and dusted. And it looks like Nesmax is going to take this championship within Spain. He is going to be the guy jumping on top at the podium at the moment. So very nice from him at the moment. Exceptional driving, and very well done to him. So we are in lap number 33 at the moment. Very nice from him this evening. Great driving from Nesmax at the moment. Looking for the final section. We have now approximately 10 drivers that are going to be, actually 11 drivers that are going to be finishing this race. Unfortunately, Tix is out. Unfortunately, Pete Ballas is out. Unfortunately, Gav Pig is out. But the rest of the guys, Springbok Gamer just moves up now into position number 3. Can he do this now, and can he finish on podium this evening in 3rd position? It looks as though De Wit is out and about. It's going to be some interesting racing from his side, because he definitely wants to try and catch up with this driver who's just come in front of him, which is Springbok Gamer. And it looks as though here we have the leader of the pack. He's coming through start and finish and does take this race. Here we go. Nicely done. Do not crash the car. Oh, it was so close, but he does take victory. Nicely done. Let's go and have a look. Where's the Munna? The Munna's coming around. He's obviously got a couple of bends to go. Does he take this? He's going to come around this S section and then through start and finish to take 2nd position. So once again this week, both Williams on the podium, and it looks as though, yes, he has gone past. It looks as though Toro Rosso has gone past the Haas and takes the position number 3 at the moment. Yes, it looks as though they are out of this race, and I don't know what quite happened there, but Springbok Gamer has come through and he has taken, so yes, he's done it, and 1 lap behind in 5th position, which is great. A great drive for the Saber is obviously Dylan. So nicely done, Dylan. He has taken the position there. 5th for him. I'm sure he's going to be ecstatic this evening. It was a great Grand Prix to watch, and a nice race had by all. So great stuff. There we go. The 2 Williams taking it up. This time it definitely is Nesmax who takes the Spanish Grand Prix, holding the trophy up. Nicely done from his side. His teammate standing next to him with obviously the look from the Toro Rosso. So that was De Wit. Nicely done there, guys. Great racing. Thank you for all the support and watching this. So let's have a final look at the results. Who took who took what, and it's just great to see the driving that has taken place this evening. So Nesmax, then the Munna, then De Wit, Springbok Gamer, Dylan, Staffy, Mad Max, Devon, Thomas, and then we had Vino, Blixen-P, Tix, Pete Ballas, and Gav Pig. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here on the South African Academy Online Racing. Remember, we are affiliated with other online racing associations, that of SAAOLR, that of Turbo and Bullets, as well as GT Sports South Africa. So if you have enjoyed the racing this evening, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you this Grand Prix, and once again we are ecstatic to have you guys on board with us, and it really is great to have you with us, and we hope and you have a great week, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you for being and taking a part in watching us this evening. It was always great to have you, and thank you for watching, and all the best for the week once again.